Hey guys, it is time for a change of scenery. Instead of being inside in my office, which I spent some of this day, it is so beautiful, and let's face it, we've had so daggone much rain that I thought it'd be fun to spend some time outside. This morning started off pretty much the same. I was filling orders, which is never ever gets old. That is always fun to do. It's filling orders, got them shipped out right after lunch with a trip to the post office. Always fun. And then after that, came home. Dad wanted to mow the yard, so Fred went out, put him on the lawnmower, and he mowed the yard, and it looks beautiful. All nice and mowed, and just beautiful this way. And then what I did was, after that, I got him started. I ordered some supplies that I actually needed out here and got ready for an event. We've got a big event coming up next weekend in Indiana, the Indiana State Fair. I'll have a video coming on my main channel. There'll be a link down below to my main channel, like on all of my vlogs, so you can go subscribe and see it. But there's a video coming about the Indiana State Fair next week on that channel. And of course, I'm going to vlog about the Indiana State Fair here. How could I go to the fair and not vlog? That would be, just wasting great content. But here we go. Today I had to reload my bins that I take with me, the boxes of toys that I take with me up to the state fair. It's been, since April, since I've done a toy show, so I emptied all the boxes. They were all jumbled up. It was a mess anyway. And it was time to reorganize. So the easiest way to do that is just empty the boxes, lay it all out, and then resort once it's done, which there was no reason to put it all back in those boxes because they're hard to get to. It's much easier to fulfill for the website, which, by the way, farmtoysandmore.com. There's a link down below where you can get great die-cast replicas. But anyway, there was no reason to put them back in those boxes to have to sort through later on. It's just easier to kind of go on and leave them hanging in the overstock bins. So that's what we did, left them right there. And those were full, which was nice. But with the Indiana State Fair coming up next week, a beautiful day today, like I'm not going to waste this kind of beautiful weather. Sunshine, like 85 degrees, a little bit humid, but I can live with that. And it was just stupid to waste this kind of weather, especially since I got to get it done anyway. So I reloaded all those boxes. What a fun time that was. Probably should have filmed a little bit of that, but nah, I don't film in my warehouse. I just want to leave the warehouse as is and just film here, out in my yard or my office and some of those other places. But now that those boxes are all filled, that's one thing left. It's already been marked off the list that has to be done for next week. And there's a lot of stuff that has to be done to get ready for the Indiana State Fair. Got to go pick up a trailer. As I told you yesterday, I got my truck back finally, which is just really nice. The truck's back, so we're ready for the show. With the truck, we got to get a trailer and then load the trailer. I got all my racks except for I got to pull a couple of racks out of the other garage and get them ready to go. And then we've got lights and stuff. I've got all the lights all gathered up, but I just got to make sure we got enough extension cords, etc. It's a big deal. It used to be a 5-day show, and I put on probably a third more than I'm taking now that it's a 3-day show. I used to build an island of toys. Across from my main table, I'd put up an island that had 2 4-foot racks that sat on the floor, and then I had a table in between, and then I built a little, at the far end of it, I built a little triangle display that had a bunch of shelf pins on it. I'm not doing that anymore. It's just, if we were still doing 5 days, I'd probably do that, but no, I'm just doing, but the 3 days, I've got enough on the 5 tables worth. So I got a rack for DCP at one end, a big tall rack that folds up that I put on there, another on that table, that was the corner table, and then we go starting down the long line, There is another one of those real tall put together racks, 4-foot space that has more racks that sit on the table. Well, there's 2 of those. Then there's a display box, that's 2 tables worth, and it has a window front on the front of it, and it puts toys inside and keeps them pretty much dust free. Not perfect, but pretty much. And then over the next rack we have another one of those, 2 more of the 4-foot racks, and then I got a clock rack, and that covers the 4 tables. And we put a little gap between the 2 displays. Really, it's kind of a cool setup, and it'll be we'll do it again. It works really well. We've sold a bunch of stuff at the Indiana State Fair and had a whole lot of fun there. It's not an air-conditioned building, and it does get dusty in there, but yeah, we'll be all right. We can live with it. It's not that big a deal. But next Thursday on my main channel, there'll be a preview, and then it's going to show off what my display looks like. So to see it, you're going to have to go watch that video over on my main channel. Now, to finish off the evening, I'm going to barbecue some burgers. There's nothing better than charcoal grilled burgers. So that's what's on the plan. I got the grill ready to go, and probably 20 minutes or so now I'll light the fire. Guys, if you like charcoal, do you use lighter fluid or the match light charcoal briquettes? Because that's not me. I am totally not a fan of the charcoal briquettes that are using that lighter fluid. It just, before you know it, the food ends up with the taste of lighter fluid, and that just is bleh to me. I can go without it. So it's not that hard to do. What I do is grab some twigs, put a little paper underneath to start the twigs up, get the twigs burning, and then that lights up the charcoal. Takes 10 minutes and the charcoal's lit and ready to put the stuff on the grill. No biggie. I don't know why people think it's so hard or they need to use lighter fluid. It's just overkill if you ask me. But that's gonna be dinner. Other thing I like to do, and this is a trick that I just figured out on my own for cooking baked beans. Took an old tuna can. Had a couple of tuna cans laying around. They're great little trays and things if you need to like run acetone, where I use it for removing decals. They're great for that. So whenever I have a can of tuna, I'll save a couple of cans laying around. But anyway, that's the perfect size for 1 serving of baked beans. So I'll dish up beans, put them in the can, and then just set those on the grill as soon as I light it. Instant cooked baked beans. Yum. And then they get that nice smoky flavor that they pull the smoke flavor out. Oh, can't ask for anything more. And of course, gotta have toasted buns. So butter the buns and then toast them on the grill with the charcoal. Good eating. What do you guys like on the grill? Let me know down in the comments. And guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I do know that I built those trucks today, and oh, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to film that Indiana State Fair video and get it done. And then I got a couple other videos, and then including one on Taylor Swift that's coming for her Eras Tour, trucking and transporting the tour around. So yeah, there's a whole lot coming for the main channel. So go on, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.